Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Second video of the day. And I wanted to have a little bit of a feel-good, inspire the fight story. And it happened in the place where liberty began, the birthplace of freedom, the birthplace of the revolution here in Massachusetts. I know when you hear a gun rights story, a good one, you really don't think of Massachusetts, but we're fighting back, and it's a good thing. So on June 23rd of 2022, as you know, Clarence Thomas dropped the Bruen case, the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association versus Bruen opinion. And it immediately struck down all of the shall issue permits, the states that were issuing those, as well as restrictions, gone. Finito. So here in Massachusetts, we have some of the most restrictive gun rights, or most restricted, and immediately we were all, our eyes were set to the state 2A organization here. It's GOAL, Gun Owners Action League. Check them out, goal.org. You should join if you live in the state. And we were waiting to see how the Charlie Baker administration, the governor here, who is a Republican in name only, how he would respond. And almost immediately he came out along with the Attorney General, whose name is Maura Healey. She's terrible. And he said this: the Baker-Polito administration is proud of the Commonwealth's nation-leading gun laws and history of enacting bipartisan gun reform legislation. The court's ruling on New York's licensing law has no immediate effect on the Commonwealth's gun laws, which all remain in place. That was an immediate digging in the heels, jumping in the trenches, and basically telling the Supreme Court, we don't care about what you say, we're going to do it our way. Well, some people got upset and started reaching out to people, and my friends at Gun Owners of America, they sent the Attorney General a legal demand letter, basically telling them your permitting laws are now unconstitutional, as per the opinion dropped in the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association versus Bruen case. And you have 5 days in which to rectify them, or else. Thank you to Gun Owners of America for doing that. My friends, thank you for doing what is right, and for helping when I ask. I can't tell you how appreciative I am, and hopefully everybody in this Commonwealth is as well. Well, we waited, and then they dropped this letter. And I'll surmise it. It basically said that Massachusetts is now a shall issue state. We will not issue restrictions on any license to carry. But they didn't say what happened to all of the licenses to carry that have restrictions. Are those just wiped out and treated as all lawful purposes, unrestricted licenses? That still remains to be seen. But the Attorney General, Maura Healey, dug in her heels a little more, saying that we're going to keep the suitability clause. The suitability clause is a gray area in which chiefs of police have all types of authority to just say, you are not suitable, you're not getting a license to carry in my community. And that is exactly what Bruen's decision said. Clarence Thomas said, you can't do that. So the laws remain unconstitutional here in Massachusetts. I've had several conversations with Jim Wallace, the executive director of GOAL, and this is what they did yesterday. On screen is their letter to Charlie Baker, the governor. It says, on June 23rd, 2022, the United States Supreme Court issued a decision on the case New York State Rifle and Pistol Association, Inc. et al. V. Bruen et al. In that decision, the highest court firmly ruled that the Second Amendment is indeed an individual civil right enumerated in the United States Constitution. The court reiterated the Second Amendment, quote, is not a second-class right subject to an entirely different body of rules, end quote. Further, any laws or regulations regarding the Second Amendment must meet the absolute highest standard of review. We are aware of the joint guidance released by the Massachusetts Office of the Attorney General and the Executive Office of Public Safety and Security. We are officially demanding that the so-called guidance be retracted and revised, as it does not reflect the decision handed down by the court. First, it is very clear by reading the guidance that the Commonwealth believes that suitability, i.e. chief's discretion, is constitutional. This method in Massachusetts has been widely abused by licensing authorities to restrict or deny all manner of people based on arbitrary personal opinions. Doing away with this type of discriminatory prejudice is absolutely at the core of the court's decision. Following a clear and logical reading of Bruin, that could not be further from the truth. Post-Bruin, the only hurdle a citizen must overcome to obtain a license is to pass a standard criminal and mental health background check. That's the NICS check. Those checks must be standard for every citizen under the 14th Amendment Equal Protection Clause and can only apply to criminal convictions or mental health commitments that make a citizen a prohibited person. Second, whereas restricted licenses are now clearly unconstitutional, the guidance gave no mention of the fact that any restrictions on currently issued licenses can no longer be enforced, that all such licenses are now considered to have been issued for all lawful purposes. Third, a key element of the Bruin decision was the ability to carry firearms in public places. The court made it exceedingly clear that carry/possession bans in public areas must meet the historical sensitive areas condition, such as schools, courthouses, etc. As such, state and local law enforcement need to be advised that the state laws or local ordinances that ban the carrying and possession of firearms in public places that are not strictly historically sensitive areas can no longer be enforced. Fourth, the guidance states that licensing authorities may continue to inquire about the reasons why the applicant wants a license. This absolutely violates not only the clear legal opinion of the court, but indeed the spirit of it as well. If the licensing authority is not allowed to use that information against the applicant, then why would it be constitutional to ask the questions? And fifth, as the issuance of licenses can only be predicated on a standard prohibited person status, this means that all other hurdles and inquiries are now unconstitutional. These would include mandates and or conditions, but not limited to, training requirements, letters of reference, names of reference, qualifications tests, etc. It must be included in any official guidance that these mandates are now in violation of Bruin. It is for these and other clear reasons that we are demanding the guidance be retracted and revised to meet the clear legal reading and the actual spirit of Bruin. Thank you, Jim and crew. Thank you to Goal for sending this message to Charlie Baker and to the Attorney General and telling them we're done playing. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm betting it's going to end up in court because this state is a bunch of nannies. We'll keep it nice and G on this one. But I'm glad to see the fight is here and we're taking it to them. If you're a Massachusetts resident, check out goal.org. Link will be down below. And tell them I said hi. Tell them I sent you. And let me know what you think down below. Now, do I think Massachusetts will become the bastion of liberty again overnight? No. But is this a big step towards smacking down the anti-gunners here in the state? Absolutely. And the Supreme Court made it so. Guys and gals, thank you for your time. I appreciate each and every single one of you. I look forward to our next video together. Who knows, it might be very soon. And if you want to stay in the know, hit the subscribe button down below. Till we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe, because that's what it is for, to keep us safe, because when seconds count, you know who is minutes away. Take care.